Long Eaton United 1, Sutton Coldfield Town 1, joined by Brad Munn, Long Eaton United manager. Brad, what's your feelings on that? Another draw today?
Yeah, boring hell. First half, it sounds a bit rag-arse, but I was bored watching that first half. I just thought it felt like a end of season game where both teams probably were staying up and not going to go for playoffs or not going down, and I hate watching games like that. I didn't think I thought first 5 or 10 minutes I thought okay, we're dropping on everything, we're doing okay, and then after that we just sat off, and I thought they were the better side in the first half. That being said, we've had a few half chances, but we've had the best chance of the half. It's funny how football works, isn't it? Being the worst side in the game for once and having the best chance. Should have scored, didn't. Second half, poor goal to concede. I don't think Ben will be best pleased with it, but he certainly made up for it in the end. And then once they scored, we've done well, scored a decent goal to come back into the game. They get the penalty, Ben makes up for maybe the first one. I could be being harsh on the first one, but it looks like he would be disappointed with it. Great save from the pen. And then crazy, we could have gone and won it. And would we on overall have deserved to win it? No. But if you're not going to win, at least don't lose the game, and we didn't. So hopefully it just gives them a little bit of still that positive feel going into the end games of this season. Try and take as many points as we can between now and the end, and hopefully get a positive result over the Easter weekend.
Yeah, it seemed to take us a long time to really get to grips with the wind. I saw you and Coley warming up at the beginning of the game and playing some long ball to try and figure out how the wind was affecting the game, and it took us quite a while. Yeah. Even though the wind was behind us, it wasn't helping us, was it?
No,
there was a lot of balls going out of play.
It swirls into this corner, and we should do better with it. And I said to them at half time though, like, if we're not going to play exactly how we normally do, and we clip it into a channel a little bit more, but we can't have lads all coming to feet. So you've still got to address it a little bit, and you've also got to take a bit off. They have to take a bit off, but that's basics. They know that, and I just think like you don't want people to go through the motions, but it felt like that for most part, especially the first half. After that, I thought second half was competitive. Both teams could have won it. They'll probably feel they should have won it because they've obviously missed the penalty, but. We should have scored a couple. Evans' header right at the end, what a delivery that is by Cal, actually using the wind at that point. Great delivery. On another day that goes in. Today it didn't, and it kind of like sums up the second half of this season so far. But they're a good side. I like a lot of what I saw of them today. I thought the big number 9 is a real handful, real handful. 6 was busy all day, getting in really good areas. 10 was really unfortunate for our goal. He did everything, tracking back, and then falls over the ball, and we get an opportunity to recycle it and score from it. So they've had some good performances. They have. So for me to come here and say, yeah, we've gone toe to toe with a side where I think we were a little bit lethargic. But that takes nothing away from them. But we haven't lost the game, we drew it, and it shows still a little bit of resilience, doesn't it? Still, so that's the positive I take from this side of the second half of the season.
Yeah, you can see they are the third highest scorers in the division, and you can see why they are a handy team. Dexter Walters came on in the second half and really changed dynamics a bit of the game, didn't give us that natural width. Has he been chomping at the bit to get on?
He's been injured. His ankle's been playing him up a little bit, and it's been a bit stop-starty for him with him starting his new job. And it was nice for him to be fully fit today and us be able to use him in the second half. And I said to him before he came on, I want to see someone get people off their seat. Like, I want to be excited. I want to be excited watching a forward player go at people. So we're going to get you 1v1. We will get you 1v1. Just get to work. And I love watching him play when he's doing that. But I thought his delivery was better. So where we've been critical of him, I think his final ball was a lot better than it has been. He's an enjoyable player to watch. We need more numbers out of him, but like he did make a difference. But I thought there was a few good performances in there today. I thought Jamie Hansen was brilliant. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. In midfield, he dropped on absolutely everything. At centre half, talking, leading a young group through. So fair play to him. But I also thought Bucci was fantastic. I thought he dealt with the threat. Okay, you're not winning first contact against the big nine because he is a handful. But 1v1 when he got dragged out, when the wide man's got past the left back, he got no change. He got no change out of Bucci, and he's done very, very well. And I thought that was a really good game for him. With the ups and downs of this season, he needs a game like that, but defensively a game like that. And yeah, I thought he did really, really well. And yeah, just it's a bit flat that this time of year, innit? And we want to make sure that you're just going into everything trying to really take it to people, and almost like you're playing for something. You're always playing for something. You're always playing for a future. You're always playing for 3 points. You're always playing to win. You should always want to win, but it happens in football. So I'll put it down to an anomaly of allowing that in the first half, and as I say, the second half was more competitive.
Yeah. Ivan Garnett, he's been a bit short on goals just lately, but today we thought, what more could he do? He had one off the line, and that second at the death, just agonisingly wide, wasn't it?
Top goal scorer in the league, but top footballer. Top footballer. So even when the goals haven't been going in, what he brings to the side is different class. He's different class. He brings people in, and he'll always get chances because of what he does unselfishly when bringing other people in. I think he's fantastic at what he's done. So even when he hasn't been scoring, he brings so much to us. So he's still playing well, but if you ask him that or tell him that, he'll be absolutely raging, because all he wants to do, he's like our non-league Erling Haaland in a respect of he just scores goals. He just wants to score goals. The difference is he wants to really get involved in the build-up play as well, but he's just desperate to score goals, and that is what you need in a goal scorer.
That is just one win in 12 games. It doesn't really feel like it, because we've had so many draws and there have been close calls, but is the mood in the camp still bullish?
Them boys are great.
Yeah.
The boys are great. The mood in the camp's good, and maybe when you put it that way, maybe that explains the first half, because subconsciously that there is that lack of win. But if you compare it to last year, but last year's been and gone, but if you compare it to last year, we'd have probably had, even if we lost them 5 games on the bounce, in the next 7, we'd have won at least 5 or 6 of them. With what we've had, the chances that we've had, and we'd have gone and finished teams off 3, 4, 5. We're just in that little bit of a patch where working a few bits out and trying to patch our way to the end of the season. But one thing for sure is I don't like where we are. And I will certainly do my best to make sure we're not in this position in the table come next year. Yeah,
so a quick turnaround then on Easter Monday. We go to Belper. I think they've lost again today. They're on a little bit of a bad run, but we're not going to go there just to make up the numbers, are we? We don't go anywhere.
We don't go anywhere to make up the numbers. We obviously always go and try and take it to people and try and win games of football. They're in a bad run. And I think they got away with it though, because I think maybe Wellingborough might have lost, so it obviously keeps them in the playoffs, so it's really, really good for them. So that's what they'll hold on to. It's in their hands to stay in the playoffs, so you go into a team that it's in their hands to do, so they should be full of confidence, and we've just got to go and disrupt the party a little bit and put our best foot forward, but we certainly will, and hopefully everyone has a great Easter weekend, and hopefully we can see as many of our fans travelling to Belper as possible, and obviously supporting us through the last month of this year.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
No worries. Thank you.